Victim is a 30-something-year-old male who suffered potentially serious but not life-threatening injuries. And now the Austin Statesman is also reporting that authorities may have found a second unexploded bomb at the very same Goodwill. Now, if that proves accurate, that would be the fourth bomb found today and the second one to explode. The first explosion, as you mentioned, happened earlier at a Fedex center in Schertz, Texas, outside of San Antonio. And we have now confirmed that another bomb was found at a FedEx store in Sunset Valley, which is an Austin suburb. Now, GOP Texas Congressman Mike McCall says the surveillance video from that Sunset Valley FedEx store may show the suspect, and that is critical because this bomber is on a rapid clip. Consider that Unabomber Ted Kaczynski was behind 16 bombs over 18 years. Texas has now seen 7 bombs in 18 days, and the rate of attack is starting to accelerate. I mean, you talked about this, Sean. The first explosion March 2nd, a package bomb killed a 39-year-old man. The second, 10 days later, on March 12th, another package bomb that killed a 17-year-old boy. And then there were 5 bombs in 8 days. The explosive devices themselves have been different. Geraldo talked about that tripwire. But investigators believe the bombings are linked, though the motive remains unclear and a certain pattern has yet to be determined. But if we showed you a map, the first 2 bombs went off in East Austin. The next explosion happened in Northeast Austin, and now you have 2 explosions in Southwest Austin, which pretty means the city has been surrounded. The first 4 victims were black and Hispanic, leading police to initially consider this a hate crime, but the next 2 victims were white, and we still do not yet know the ethnicity of the latest victim. You talk about the residents being on edge. In 24 hours, Austin police got 420 suspicious package calls. They've gotten more than 1,200 in the past week. 19 days in, still no message from the bomber, but now we find that a Goodwill store in the southeast part of Austin, Texas, may have more than 1, maybe 2 explosive devices there, Sean.
Trace, stay right there. We go back to Geraldo, who has more news that is developing with this new explosion in Austin. Geraldo.
Breaking news, Sean. Breaking news. As the helicopters are overhead, the Austin Police Department have just tweeted out, quote, "There was no package explosion in the 900 block of the 9,800 block of Brody Lane. Items inside the package were not a bomb, rather an incendiary device." I repeat, an incendiary device. At this time, they have no reason to believe that this incident, the incendiary device, is related to the previous package bombs. So I am very, I don't understand it. Could this be a second attacker, a
Geraldo,
second
how do we
bomber,
interpret
with an incendiary device?
How do we interpret what an incendiary device is? What does that mean?
Well, I would imagine like a flare or, something like a firework, some kind of, more flame than bang. An explosion is an incendiary device in a closed container that explodes because there's no place for the energy to go. An incendiary device is more, we're efforting more specifics on exactly what the incendiary device consisted of. Hopefully the Austin Police Department will give us some guidance, but clearly there was some kind of, maybe the person was burned rather than blown, injured in terms of the explosion.